cutting expert.
And I am Erica, AccuQuilt's corporate marketing specialist.
Welcome to our trunk show called A Few of Our Favorite Things. Today, Eric and I will be taking you through several of our favorite AccuQuilt items and projects.
That's right. At AccuQuilt, we're working to inspire makers everywhere by experience the joy of quilting by helping you cut fabric in a way that's fast, easy, accurate, and safe. All the items we mentioned today will help you do just that.
Exactly. And as always, we have so much fun planned. We have great prizes, we have exciting project ideas, inspirational trunk show, and a special deal good for today only.
So many samples.
So many fun things.
Yes. Okay, quilters. Now, two of our favorite things from this year include the Go Rising Star and Go Tangled Star dies. So naturally, we're featuring the Go Shooting Stars die bundle. Now, this bundle is going to include the Go Tangled Star. It's a 10-inch finished block, along with the Go Rising Star, also a 10-inch finished block, and the 6x24 cutting mat. Now, normally this bundle would run you $201, but you can get it today for just $179.99, saving you over $21.
Boy, all the words today.
All the words. All the words.
All right, and get up to, listen to this number.
This is the exciting part.
44%
44.
off Go cutters, dies, and bundles using the promo code HOLIDAY44. So like our cubes and our cutters and our strip dies.
And setting triangles.
44%.
44%.
And as our holiday gift to you, you will receive a free Go Me if you purchase $400 or more.
That's right.
Our Go Me is our most lightweight cutter, and it's compatible with 70% of all of our dies, including those two new star dies.
Yes.
So take advantage of this opportunity. Some exclusions apply for the deal, so check our website for details.
And quilters, when you place your orders today, you will receive free standard shipping if you live in the contiguous U.S.
That's amazing. Now, quilters, if you want your gifts to be guaranteed to arrive before Christmas, you can pay the $15 2-day shipping if you live in the contiguous U.S. No price minimum or code needed at checkout for either of these options.
That's
we
right.
just want you to get your presents.
We want them under the tree for you.
Our elves are working hard behind us.
They are. We've made holiday shopping easy and worry-free. Review our holiday guarantee and return policy on our website by visiting AccuQuilt.com on our return page. Place your orders while these items are available and ready to ship, especially with global supply chain issues happening all the time. We never know when more will come in.
Right, and what we are showing, we've had in stock this morning. Whether they will be later,
That's right.
We don't know.
We don't know, so order soon.
Yeah, to get your order in during the show, you can use your phone's camera to capture that QR image right here to take you directly to our site.
And if you don't have access to a QR reader, you'll want to open a new tab in your browser. So go to the top of the page and click on the plus sign. In that very top box, type in AccuQuilt.com/party. You'll go to the site and place your order. That way you won't miss a minute of our show.
No, because we're going to have so much fun today.
We are.
You can also find our products at your local AccuQuilt retailer. To find the retailer nearest you, go to AccuQuilt.com and find the store locator at the top of the page.
That's right. You can quilt now and pay later. For more information on financing through AccuQuilt, visit AccuQuilt.com/financing.
All right, let's get this party started.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to take a look at some of our favorite applications.
Yes.
Now, I love that AccuQuilt has free embroidery downloads for all of the dies that we're talking about today. We also have some for pay for purchase, right? Now, to be sure to place your orders for the dies we're about to talk about. Popular items like the gnome sold out.
Yes.
So be sure to get your products you want today while they're still in stock.
Okay, let's start off. Let's start with the gingerbread cookie and, of course, cookie decorations.
Let us start. I have all sorts of things here. Okay. There's our decorations. There's our cookies.
Yep.
All right. So when the cookie die was first released, we couldn't get them out of the oven fast enough.
Oh, that is so right.
They just went everywhere.
Yes. But there are so many fun ways to use it and embellish it with free embroidery or some of our fun paid designs with buttons, with rickrack. Who can blame you for wanting one, right?
Yes. So we have a couple of samples of projects, and then we'll talk about like the fabric you can cut, right? Okay, so one of our viewers made this for me. Look how cute this is.
Yes. One of Pam's sayings.
Yes.
Ta-da!
Ta-da is one of my cute rock. So this is one of the for purchase ones that you
Yes.
can get from our good friends at V-Stitch. So just think about an apron or a tea towel or a bag, but you made these super cute ones.
Yeah, my daughter
Carol,
had
what
a
you-
gingerbread house decorating party for her kids and all the neighborhood kids and friends, and it was
these-
crazy. And we made aprons for all of them. So
Yes,
these
and
are
these-
just pre-made aprons. It was so quick and easy. I put fusible on cotton.
Yeah,
It's a little grunge.
it's a little grunge
It's a
for us.
grunge to look like a cookie.
It
And
is.
I ironed them right on. I didn't even sew around the edges,
So
but you totally could.
Those were like little take-home
Yep,
gifts.
so everybody put on their apron. We had fabric markers. They got to decorate it and put their name on it, and then they put them on and decorated cookies and gingerbread houses.
Isn't that so cute?
So fun.
Okay, so you can always cut 6 layers of cotton.
Right.
But here we have some felt pieces and you could cut wool with them, right? And then Erica, these are the 3 embroidery stitches
Right.
that we can get.
Now, if you're putting fusible on the back, like I did for the aprons, you're going to be able to cut up to 4 layers.
Right.
With that fusible. Here's our motif stitch. Here's our satin stitch, nice and tight, and then here is the blanket stitch,
right.
which is really probably my favorite.
Yeah, it is. I use it all the time. All right, so shall we build a little cookie?
Let's do.
I'll do a little girl.
Here, do a girl cookie, because the cookie decoration die has a cute little dress.
Isn't it? Isn't that
and
so
a bow
cute?
tie for my little boy.
He can have buttons, and look, you could put this here.
Oh, yes, buttons.
Okay, we have to tell you when the cookie decorations die came out.
Oh my gosh.
Did we not all sit in the
all
office
sat and built and played with cookies.
Yeah, really cute. So a gingerbread cookie, so fast and easy. You could cut them out of craft foam. Don't you have a million of them at craft foam in your house?
And they'd make great gift tags too.
Oh, there we
All
go.
right, we've got some samples, and this is so fun because this first one is the Ginger Doll Table Runner.
I'm going to fold this up.
Yes.
So look at how cute this is. Now we're going to lay it down because it has a pocket.
It does. So this isn't just a little package, it's a pocket. And look what's inside. It's all those cookie decoration pieces so that you can, and it has flannel on the back, so
Right.
it kind of stays put.
Stays put to the little things here.
And you can build your little cookies.
Look at how fun
We
that
were
is.
building cookies.
We
I
were
tell you,
for
we had
days.
so much fun. The whole set.
Right.
We were all here.
And this is a free pattern at AccuQuilt.com.
It is. It is.
So really fun. And I think every time I see this, I think like during Christmas while we're waiting for Christmas dinner, you could totally have this out
yeah.
and let all the people at your house build
all the little
cookies.
people would have
or
fun.
the big people.
The big people. Actually, the big people on our team had a lot of fun with this when
We
it
did.
first came out too.
We did.
So
We built it for a long time.
we did.
All right. So that is by Kelly Marshall.
Yes. Now the next sample that we have is truly one of our all-time favorite holiday wall hangings.
Yes.
And this is the cozy gingerbread wall hanging.
Okay. I love it for so many reasons, but
So many.
mostly because the background fabric has Pam's pickup.
It does. Look, right up there. Now, this was done by Melanie Call of A Bit of Scrap Stuff. It's got fabric by Riley Blake. And here we've got our gingerbread cookies. Now, we've got some accent pieces. So this snowflake and the holly leaves and berries are from the Holiday Medley die.
Right.
Down here, we've got our cookies, and it's with the house and the tree from Go Home by Stacy Michelle.
Yeah.
And built with a cube. Super fun, super easy. Have it done in a weekend. You can still
Yes.
get this made in time for Christmas.
You could. All the days.
All the days.
All right. Now, no discussion of our favorite applique dies would be complete without, ta-da, Pam's pickup.
That's right.
Okay, so first of all, let's show you this die. So I cut the pieces out of craft foam
Yes.
because that's one of the things we tell quilters all the time. You can cut it out of craft foam and it comes with the
So slick.
circle, which apparently I've already lost. Maybe he's on the bottom here.
Here.
Oh, there he is.
Okay.
Erica's here to help.
I am.
Look at this.
Teamwork.
Teamwork. So this is Pam's pickup. And
That's so cute.
it is darling. But we also have some paid embroidery files.
That's right.
for
So
it.
we've got the same free downloadable embroidery in those 3 stitches, the motif, the blanket stitch, and the satin stitch.
Right.
But look at these. So this top
super
one
cute.
says Tree Farm, and
Yes.
it's got a tiny little tree applique. Again, here is our holiday medley die.
Yes.
It's with the tree. And I don't know where she found this fabric, but she has fussy cut this window so that it looks like there's a steering wheel.
Yeah,
Now, I don't know if that was a steering wheel on the fabric or not.
Yeah, no, it must
I'm
be part of the
amazed.
embroidery file because there it is again.
Oh, there it is again.
Yeah, and then this one obviously pulls your little trailer, but we don't have a sample of it yet.
Brand new on the site.
Brand new on the site. It makes a fire truck.
So
All of you are thinking, oh, we need a fire truck die. We do. It's called Pam's Pickup.
But you could use this with any, if you didn't do the tree farm, just do the basic and then download it, put in pumpkins from the Go
Yes.
Pumpkins die, or the trees, or flowers, or
Stars.
hearts, or whatever.
Yeah,
So
whatever you
versatile.
want.
And it's just the right size to pull our Go Camper.
I know. I just love it. I waited for it to come out. I did.
You did. Well, we've got some fun samples. The first
We do.
one is the Go Red Pickup Truck Christmas Table Runner. Table topper, really.
Table topper.
And here it is. It's got the camper right here, like we talked about. I love the sparkle in the fabrics here.
Yes.
We've got some little fairy frost going on.
And the trees are from Northwoods Medley. Oh, do you think Camper and Northwoods Medley are 44% off today?
Oh, I bet they are.
I bet they
44% off. Merry Christmas to you, right?
Yes. And this project has bias binding, which we're going to show you later in the show.
We will.
Look at how fun that is.
Now, if you watch, you know we love a good bench pillow project. And here is one. This is the Go Explore Bench Pillow. This is by Terry Vandenbosch of Lizard Creek Quilting. The fabrics are by Maywood Studios. Again, we've got Pam's Pickup pulling the camper, but we've added a piece background made from cubes. We've got the round flower here, and we've built some mountains over there with our cubes. It's really
Triangle
fun.
and a square. Yeah, this is great. And we used our strip dies to put the borders on it. So again, all of the dies that you see on this project, 44% off.
That's right, 44% off. Okay.
I love it.
Now, no list of my favorite applique dies would be complete without the Go Classic Alphabet. This makes it so easy to personalize things and make them really special. And it really couldn't be easier to use. And we've got the free embroidery. Now, one thing that we don't always talk about is the fact that you don't have to cut everything on a die, right?
You don't. You don't. It's only going to cut where there's fabric and a mat.
That's right.
So, for example, if we want to just cut an E for Erica,
Yes, because Erica happened to get the fabric ready for
the
this.
fabric for it, we're just going to we just measured it, that square, and we're just going to use our smaller mat. Also, you want to make sure that the fabric is facing up
Oh
on
yes,
this.
because these letters are directional, aren't they?
Right. Yes.
So save yourself some heartburn. Don't cut out all your words.
Save yourself some heartburn. I love that. We should stitch that
We should
somewhere.
stitch that somewhere. We could probably use the letters for that, don't you think?
We could. Okay, and we're going to slide it right out. And look at this. There is a perfect E.
There's my perfect
So
E.
we talk about this all the time, that AccuQuilt is 90% faster than rotary cutters or scissors. I
Oh.
can't even imagine trying to cut letters.
I think it's even faster than
Right.
that with the letters.
Now, once we pre-fused our cotton, we could only cut 4
Right.
layers. You have to count that fusible as a half a layer.
If you don't have an embroidery machine, you could do raw edge applique,
Yep.
or you could just quilt right over the top of it, whatever you wanted
Whatever
to.
you want to do.
We've got a really fun pillow sample over here.
This one is super
It
cute.
is.
So we used our cube and the classic alphabets.
Wait,
and
we
it's-
have a fuzzy. Hold on.
Oh, there we go.
Okay,
It's called
I
I Heart You.
Isn't
Look at
that
that.
cute?
So that's the heart from the 2, 3, and 5-inch heart, which is also 44% off today.
44% off.
And the cube, but you love this because of the colors.
I do love the colors.
It's not that classic,
I
like
do love that.
chocolate and pink and
I just love it. But this would be so fun, so simple. This would be great for a reading nook, for
Right.
a kid's bed,
Right.
for a special Valentine.
yes, all the
And
things.
It's a great day. 44% off. Get that alphabet die today.
Get it. All right, Quilters, it simply would not be one of our shows without a giveaway. So today we're going to give away rotary cutter bundles to 4 people who registered for today's show.
That's right. Now the bundle includes a Go Rotary Cutter and Go Rotary Cutting Mat, 18 inches by 24 inches.
All right, today's first lucky winner of a Go Rotary Cutter bundle is Jingle Please. Joe Nell from Knoxville, or Joe Nell M from Oxnard, California. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
I think it snowed, like in Sacramento, they had like blizzard conditions.
Oxnard is down south.
Down south, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
The second lucky winner is, jingle please, Moby in Star, Idaho. Now, they could have gotten some snow up in Idaho.
bet they got
I bet they did. I bet they did.
quilters, on the subject of our favorite things, one of my absolute favorite things is AccuQuilt Live. So if you're looking for more fun and inspiration, join me every Wednesday at 12 noon Central Time on our Facebook or YouTube platforms. Next week, I'm going to talk all about the new Go Rising Star die, which is part of that bundle we have today. We always have a whole lot of fun. Hope to see you there.
That's right.
And don't forget, we have that special bundle deal for you today. Get the Go Shooting Stars die bundle, which includes everything you see here for $179.99, saving you over $21.
I like how you got the words out right. That was
yes,
like
all the words.
You can also get up to 44% off Go cutters, dies, and bundles by using the code HOLIDAY44. And don't forget, when you purchase $400 or more, you're going to get a Christmas present in the form of a free Go Me fabric cutter with your order. Some exclusions apply for this deal, so check the website for details.
We were talking about things that if maybe you already have a Go Me where you could gift them to other people.
Right.
So now's a really great time to think about your grandkids' schools, like Oakley School, or retirement centers, or Girl Scouts are always looking for projects.
Oh, I swear, a Go Me, a star die and a heart die and a 6x12 mat, I could have kept a Girl Scout troop busy for a year.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Absolutely.
All right, quilters, when it comes to our favorite dies, we have to talk about our block on board dies, or as we like to call them, bob dies.
That's right. Quilters love having all the pieces to make a quilt block on just one die board, and so do we. Let's start by looking at our Starry Path die. Now this is a favorite of mine.
It is.
And here is the block that it makes. We've got two different examples. So here is a 3-color and a 5-color. So you can see the difference between the two of them.
And this is such a great scrappy block.
Oh, it is.
I mean, you could totally make whatever you want with it.
Yep.
So here's the die. Again, it's on that 6x24 die board. So make sure you have a 6x24 mat. And it would fit through your Go Me.
It will.
Yep. And these two shapes right here. So all the letters are screen printed. We have that 1/4-inch seam allowance built in. Look right here, Erica, we've cut off the dog ears.
All the dog ears. And they're engineered so that they're going to fit together just perfectly.
Yep. And these two pieces are the back, and these two pieces are the stars.
And these points are absolutely perfect.
Right.
I mean, they're just, and this is the first, this was my test block.
Yes, you did a great job.
This was my test block.
the
That's
one
how
next to
well
it
it
is
went.
mine
And
as
this was
well.
yours, yeah. So that's how easily it goes together. You still want to make a test block, but it's still going to turn out great.
Now, thing to remember about this die, all the dies we talk about today, Eric and I, we've made videos about how to sew the block together, but this one is a directional die. All the fabric needs to face up.
That's right. Well, let's look at some samples real quick.
Let's do.
So we've got our Starry Path Twirl wall hanging pattern.
This one's so
And
pretty.
This is by Melanie Call of A Bit of Scrap Stuff, and she's used Moda fabrics. She's used this finishes at 9 inches. She's used a 9-inch cube with this. We've got the companion corners represented here.
Yes.
Border,
So pretty.
sashing, cornerstones. It's just really sweet.
Moda fabric, not just for grunge.
That's right. And next up, we have our Go Starry Path Garden Throw quilt.
This one is so pretty.
It is, and such a completely different look. Again, we showed you the two different blocks. This is, again, the same block, totally different look. This is by Gina Jempasaw of Gem Hill Quilts, and the fabrics were provided by Riley Blake. And you can't see it, but these are little tiny buttons.
They are tiny buttons. Now, Erica, this die came out before we had setting triangles.
Yes.
So we don't have a sample that has this block on point.
Right.
But what a beautiful block to turn it on point.
Oh,
and
it would
use
be
our setting
gorgeous.
triangles.
It would be gorgeous.
Okay.
Don't forget that 44% code.
All right, one of all-time favorite, and truly it is, it's probably in my top 5, is the Morning Star die.
And we've got just 2 shapes on the die to make this block.
Two shapes.
Here, you want to get the block up? I'll hold the block up.
Yep.
There's our block.
There's our block. So I love it because
stunning?
it's in grunge and black and white. But truly you only need, basically you're building triangles.
Right, you're building, so you're taking your triangles.
Yes.
And you're building triangles.
Yes,
And
all
putting
the-
corners on.
Yeah. And you want to, oh, good call.
Oh.
You want to follow the instructions because you want to
Yes.
add this corner piece, which is shape B, before you sew your block together. Because
That's
if
an
you,
important tip.
yes, if you sew your block together and add the corner piece, you're going to have to trim, and that's worthless.
Yes.
Why
And
should you do this? Just 2 shapes, A and B.
2 shapes, A and B. Pressure seams open quilters. There's
Yes.
a lot of bulk on the back.
And 6 layers of black, or 3 layers of black and 3 layers of white will make a whole block. So let's show them how easy it is to
Yes.
cut.
And you could make this scrappy too. Lynn Gibney, our very own Lynn Gibney, she has the most gorgeous scrappy version of this.
She does.
She really does. I kind of covet that, that quilt. But she's got scraps from every quilt she's ever made.
I think that's amazing.
That quilt. Isn't that amazing?
So we're going to talk about lengthwise green. So you want to have that label at your belly. I always tell you in the lengthwise green because it's nice and tight. So we're going to do the pull test. Look, lots of stretch.
Lots of stretch.
If you put this on it, it's going to stretch it, cut it, and it's not going to be the right way. So we're going to just lay our fabric over the die.
Right.
All right, so we're going to do it here.
While you're doing that, look at the fact that this is not squared up on the die, and that's on purpose. So when the die goes through the cutter, it is like driving over a speed bump. So if you hit a speed bump with both your tires at the same point, you're going to go kind of and you're going to kind of lurch. We're going to go one tire at a time. So our lengthwise grain, the tight part, is going to go parallel to our lengthwise blades as it goes through the cutter, which means the shape is on there at an angle, and so is your fabric.
Yeah, and it's going to work perfectly, trust us. Okay, so today our Go Big is 44% off, right? It's part of the, right? Somebody's going to tell me if it's not.
He's going to tell us if it's not, and then we're going to get in trouble, but hey, we're right here live.
It's 4 inches wider than our Go fabric cutter, so you could actually run 2 dies through in one pass. We should do that.
Good. And we've got some such fun samples. There's so many things you can do with this.
Okay.
Pam and I both made quilts out of this one.
Yes. All right, we're going to give it some love because Static is here in the Dream Studio. All right, so here's what you're going to do. See, you're just going to build your 2 color blocks, just like this.
And I got the easy part because I've got...
Yep. So I'll let you do the corners.
Okay, so here's my corners.
It's hard.
I know, I've got them all stuck together on my... Oh, stop. It's been a long week.
It has been. This is our, I don't know, how many shows have we done this week?
I don't know.
So look at that, how easy this is. But again, you want to press your seams open.
Yes.
Lay out your block. I just did 1 block at a time.
Yes, I did
otherwise it made you a little confused.
I did too, and then I had to unsew when I tried doing more than one. So
I did
just
too.
1 at a time. You'll thank us later.
Yes, you will.
All right, we've got some great samples of this. The first one is...
A little grunge on the back.
A little grunge on the back, a little grunge on the front. This is the Go Morning Star tricolor quilt pattern.
Right.
It's all done with the 3 colors. Now, here we are seeing it set on point, but instead of setting triangles, they've actually used partial blocks.
Right.
To go ahead and square up on the corner so that it's all the design. It gives you some really interesting secondary patterns, and then there's just a very narrow border that's put on with a matching binding, so it just kind of fades out over the edges.
It's beautiful.
And our next sample is going to go back to that black and white block that we showed you. This is the Go Morning Star Contemporary Quilt.
So this is actually the sample I made when the die was first released. And of course it's made of grunge. And again, that black and white, but again, I just made 1 block at a time. Now I'm gonna fess up here. So this die came out before we had setting triangles.
Yes.
And this block is on point. So see right there where Erica pointed? I just made that up. I just cut a square and cut it in half, and it was super hard. But now we have setting triangles, so it would work beautifully.
We're gonna show you a little bit about those later.
Yeah.
All right, our 2 new Star Bobs have worked their way into our favorites as well, and we happily have them back in stock.
Yes. All right, so first is the Go Tangled Star. Just yesterday on our AccuQuilt Live, we talked about how to make a block. Don't forget, those all live on our Facebook page, all right? So you can go back and watch them.
That's right.
And this die is divided by color, and each section is screen printed. Now, Erica and I, we use this real high-tech way of keeping track of our pieces.
Sticky notes.
Sticky notes. Again, a directional die, you want all the pieces to face up.
All right, let's take a look at some samples. So yesterday, you made the Go Pigtail Twist Wall Hanging.
Yes, I did.
And this is by Terry Vandenbosch of Lizard Creek Quilting, and the fabric was provided by Michael Miller. I just love that kind of twisted farmhouse look with the gingham.
Yes, it looks so pretty.
It's just so fun.
And talk about setting triangles, because this one has.
Now, this one really does. And so here you can see, this is what we would call a side setting triangle. This is the corner. Now, the And you're looking at that going, well, Erica, that's just a triangle, right? But it's not.
No.
Because when we talked about the tight grain, that lengthwise grain, you want the tighter grain on the outside of your quilt, and that's what we've done. So if you just took a square and cut it in half, corner to corner, it would be what's called a bias, and it's super stretchy.
Yeah.
And that's really hard to deal with, and to have a quilt block that doesn't go wonky on you.
Wonky is our word.
Wonky is a technical term, of course.
Yes.
Now, keeping up with the table runner theme,
Yes.
here is our Go Tangled Web Table Runner. This one was designed for us by Gina Jempasaw of Gem Hill Quilts, and the fabric was provided by Hoffman. They have some gorgeous batiks.
I love everything about this.
I do too.
I love the fact that she used the middle blocks. She used her cube to make those little sashing.
Yep, a little 4-inch
And
cube.
it looks like New Year's Eve. I mean, what a fun project.
Yeah,
It's great.
bright and shiny. It'll brighten up your whole winter. All right, I also love our other new star die, which is the Go Rising Star. Do you want me to hold?
I can hold it.
Okay.
Yep.
So this is like a nested star, and I just love it. It's a very classic pattern, but you can give it so many different looks.
Right, and this is actually our friend Lynn Gibney's favorite block of all.
It is her very favorite block.
So here's the die. Again, both these dies will fit through your Go Me.
That's
Make
right.
sure you have a 6x24 mat. We've screen printed them, half square triangles. You can fan fold over these pieces because they're
can.
not directional.
They're not.
Now, Erica, the question we get all the time is, can we make this block finish to this size with our cube?
No,
We cannot. It finishes
No.
to a 10-inch block. Okay, so that's what you need.
that's right.
I love
All
it.
right, very good.
Okay?
Now it wouldn't be us without samples, right?
Yes.
So here's some Rising Star samples.
And again, you want to press your seams open when we get to those bobs that have lots
this
of
is
them.
a big one.
No, I'm going to stand right here in my space.
All right, so you can see how the colors gradiate. This is the Go Rainbow Rising quilt. It was designed by Kelly Marshall of Simply Macbeth Design. I love the fabric. It's got a tone-on-tone stripe in it.
Yep,
Really fun. It almost has a three-dimensional effect
it does.
that it creates
And the
when you put them
binding
together.
is striped fabric. In 2021, all of my finished quilts are going to have striped bindings.
2022,
Or whatever year next.
whatever year next.
Yeah, next year.
She's made a resolution.
I have.
And this is one of her favorites. We have to show this one.
Oh gosh, I do love this one.
This is the
Gotta hold
Go
it the right way.
Winter Stars. Yes.
Here we go.
This is the Go Winter Stars throw quilt. It was designed by Ellen Alt of Handmade 3D. And I just love the indigo, but I love all the shades of blue. And again, we've got that ombre effect going on. Ombre was popular in 2020 and 2021, and it's just keeping up. It's so pretty.
So pretty. It reminds me of winter.
Oh, and starry stars on the background, too.
Starry stars on the back.
backing.
Yes, and this is one that we're going to make next week
Oh,
on AccuQuilt.
perfect.
All right, quilters, since today we're showing you a few of our favorite things, we want to know, what are some of your favorite dies? There's no poll in the section today, so you can just share your favorites with us in the comments section.
That's right.
It'll be interesting to see what people love.
I know. Okay. Now, quilters, if you love watching our live show, we know you're going to like seeing our behind the scenes videos on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram.
That's right. Get exclusive access to our studio. We cause so much trouble before every show.
We do.
See all the fun and trouble Erica and I cause. We also love sharing stories, quilts, and more on our social media page.
We do. So be sure to follow us so you don't miss out on any of the fun and shenanigans.
Shenanigans. The biggest question every week
Yes.
is, what color shirt are we wearing?
Yes, this is.
the biggest
Today,
question.
it was the royal blue.
The royal blue.
Okay, quilters, don't forget we have a special bundle and deals for you today. You can get the Go Shooting Stars die bundle that comes with everything you see here for $179.99. It's going to save you over $21.
And you can use that promo code HOLIDAY44 to get 44% off your cutters, dies, and bundles. So all the dies that we've shown today, except
That's
for the
right.
stars, they're
That's
part
right.
of the bundle. All of them. The pickup truck die, all of the things, 44% off.
So
And when your order totals $400 or more, you'll get a free Go Me fabric cutter with your purchase.
Yep.
Some exclusions apply. Check the website for details.
So maybe you have vacation. Maybe you're off from work
Those
between
lucky
Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah.
So get yourself a Go Big, and you'll have plenty of time. You've got it 44% off. You're going to have plenty of time to play with it before you go
Yes.
back to work.
Yes. Just think of all the projects. It's amazing.
Well, quilters, we love our bob dies so much that we needed to count in a few more with our favorites.
We do.
And this, well, this one's one of Pam's.
Okay, this truly is. This is called Storm at Sea. And this bob die makes a single sashing block or a double sashing block, which is what I have here. And I would never, it was always on my bucket list, and I was never going to make it because I was never going to cut
Never going to cut all these pieces, yeah.
Okay, so let's look at this die. Again, it's divided by color. Two things you need to know. Okay, sticky notes.
Sticky notes. Keep track of your pieces.
Yep. And this diamond here, it has the outside to make the diamond and the rectangle. This section B right here, you want to fan fold back and forth so you get a left and a right. Because if you have them facing up, what's going to happen, Erica?
You will be sad.
You will be sad.
You'll only have one side.
Yes.
Now, this is truly one of our favorites, and I think this would be a fantastic quilt for Quilts of Valor or for a veteran you love in your life, or really just for anything. And it's so big, it's hard to show you everything.
We're going to hold it at an angle for you. So look at this. This is called From Sea to Shining Sea, and this is an amazing quilt made with our Storm at Sea die. But I love this part right here where it makes the waves, because you think, oh, it looks like you have curves, but it's actually just straight seam.
That's right, no curves, and it's just so fantastic. So really all about color placement.
Yes, I love it.
All right, our next sample is the Tornado Storm at Sea. Tornado is kind of a bad word right now, but
yes, here in Nebraska we had tornado sirens last night.
we did.
It was amazing.
This is so fun because, again, it really shows out the color play and how you can pull out different parts of the design and get a completely different look.
Yeah, I love the colorway. It's so pretty. But you don't have to be pink. You could make it blues or go green or purple, whatever.
And you could use Go Quilt, which is a free design tool on our website to help you see what that would look like before you get started.
Okay, and I realized I missed a die. It's okay. Brock will stop.
Oh.
So,
please, we forgot to share something exciting.
So our December die to try was the Go Prairie Star. It is the Go Prairie Star. We sold it out in a day.
In a day.
I'm gonna hold it the right way.
Yes.
Here we go. So this is the block that it makes. It is stunning. Yes. Absolutely stunning. Here is the die. And this die will be back in stock next week.
Yes.
So you can pre-order it at that great price.
Yes, you can.
So this is the Go Prairie Star. And quilters ask us all the time, can we make this with the cube? And the answer is no, these are diamonds, but we've cut off the dog ears. And I'm super excited about it.
I am too.
I love this.
Yes, it's back and you can order it.
Yes.
It'll ship next week.
Okay.
All right,
Look at us.
so now we're back on track, and we're going to talk about another favorite, which is the wonky heart.
Now, I want you to know I don't have a block for this because the quilt that I made for this, I gave to my nephew, so I don't have any extra blocks.
But we have some samples.
But we have some samples. So this is perfect for layer cake.
It is.
And a great
Absolutely
scrappy
is.
die. And these three pieces here make the heart from the wonky heart. We'll show you. But this is also our directional die. You want all that fabric to face up.
That's right.
Right? And I'm going to tell you to just cut 5 layers of fabric. Normally we can cut 6 layers of cotton.
This works best with 5.
It has so many blades.
So many blades.
So many.
So let's take a look at some of those samples. We can show you what that block, exactly what that block looks like. And this is, I love this because of all those blues again.
So pretty in the blue.
This is the Go Wonky Heart Baby Quilt, and it's made with fabrics provided by Island Batiks.
Now, hearts don't always have to be pink. They can be blues and purples and greens or whatever colors. Again, a perfect scrappy quilt.
I think I misspoke. I don't think this is Island Batik because these are not batiks. I think these are from Andover.
Yes, but it's okay.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that we put sashing in the middle of it, right? And it's just so pretty.
It really is.
And we have a strip die for that I bet is 44%.
I bet it is. You know, we've got 18 strip dies to choose from. If you don't have them all, 44% off. Get them today.
And Wonky Heart is part of that sale.
That's right. Well, that's right. Here is a cute little table runner.
I have not seen this until
today. Done in no time. This is the Go Wonky Heart table runner pattern.
This way.
It's by Bea Lee, Be a Quilter.
She used our 6-inch cube to make it. Okay, first of all, I love all the things about this, Bea. Oh, it does have an up and a down. Here, there we go. That'll help
There we
us.
go.
Otherwise, poor Justin's going upside down.
Yes, he is.
So look at this. Look at these big, beautiful scrappiness.
So pretty, yeah.
And a strip dies that she used. The cube is 44%.
40, yep. I think 6-inch cube on this one. And you know what? Valentine's Day is going to be here before we know it. In a minute or two. So
next to Halloween, I love Valentine's Day.
I know you do.
The most.
I gave you the lead in for that.
I know. Thank you.
Okay, so one of my, or if not my all-time favorite die,
It truly is
the glorified 9-patch. And I hounded Miss Gibney until we had this die.
Yes. So we're going to show you the block in just a second because there's some magic about it. So it just has 4 sections. Basically, it's going to make a 9-patch and then this melon shape on the outside to make it into a square. But Erica, talk about these curves.
So these curves are not, don't be scared. These are nice, gentle, easy curves, but you see what we've done? We cut the notches for you.
Yes.
This is such, not only a huge time saver, and if you've ever sewn garments, you know that.
Right.
But it is also just the best way to make sure that it lines up perfectly.
So here we've sewn the 9-patch, pressed to the dark side.
Press to the dark side so you can nest. Yep.
And then look, we're going to show them because we have some pins.
Have a pin.
Have a pin. Do you have one? Oh,
I do.
perfect. So we're going to start here in the middle.
Do I have a pin?
Do you have a pin? I know. And we're going to use our pin cushion. I bet the pin cushion die is on sale today.
I bet it is 44% off. And don't forget it has that cute little spool of thread and sewing machine applique shape on it. So,
which you could use for ornaments.
but you can use it. We put the snowflake from the Go Mitten die on top of this one.
It matches our shirt.
It does. So we had to
Okay,
wear
so
it.
we're going to pin where all the notches are, and then we're going to start here at the top. And because we've cut on the lengthwise grain, it's just going to go beautifully and just come right through.
And just don't worry about it. Let it just kind of, you're just
Let it
there.
go.
Let it go, let it go. You're just there to guide that fabric through the machine. It's going to come out perfectly.
Yes.
All right, let's take a look at some, and we're going to do something a little different. We're going to hold up 2 samples once we get them up here, side by side, so that you can see, because this is such a versatile die and you can get such different looks. This is the Go Rainbow Glorified 9-Patch Throw Quilt. And you can see it's just really fun. Again, we've got kind of that gradient color.
Yes.
But I want to show it to you next to the Go Dart Around Glorified 9-Patch Throw Quilt.
So, same die.
Same die.
Completely different look.
Look at that.
Isn't that cool?
So it's just a great way of showing you how versatile your dies are. You're not going to just get this die and make one quilt and be done. You're going to come up with so many different things to do with it.
Yeah, it's just
And I
beautiful.
love it.
And I just think it's such a fun
And
project.
this is an old pattern. As a matter of fact, the first time I saw it, it was on an antique quilt top.
Oh, there you go.
And that's how I fell in love with it.
Okay, next is one of our all-time favorites. In fact, this is a project I'm making for Mason for Christmas. Don't tell him. Okay, this is the Go Arkansas Traveler. And I love it because it makes this nice big block. And it's really easy to do. Tons of scrappiness.
Tons of scrappy.
You know, which is what I love. And I'm going to give you a little pro tip. So here's the die.
Yes?
Okay, so these little pieces right here make this 4-patch.
Right.
So press to the dark side so they nest.
Got it.
Okay? B and BR fit right here on these ends.
Yes.
So from the fat end to the skinny
Oh,
end,
that's right.
pressure seams
Great.
open.
I'd forgotten that tip, but
Yes.
since you've been working on one recently.
Since I know. And shape C, so from the fat end to the skinny end, pressure seams open.
Because we always want to go from wide to skinny.
Right. And
not
when
the other way around.
When you sew it together, this is how the block goes together.
Yeah, so it's, you're making block quarters, they're just not squared up.
Right. Right.
All right, we've got some fun samples here.
So many good
Here
things.
is the Go Arkansas Traveler wall hanging.
Yep. And this is just like that classic colors, those homespun fabrics.
It is.
It's really easy. And again, I could totally see this as scrappy. I made one out of batiks. Truly took an afternoon.
Clean, fresh, modern.
Yeah.
The next one, though, has a totally different look on it, and this is the Go Graphic Garden wall hanging pattern, and this is designed by Heidi Pridemore of the Whimsical Workshop.
Okay.
Again, same block look how different it looks when you
Yes.
change up those colors
Yes.
and change up the design.
And Heidi, I love everything about this. I love that herringbone fabric and the blacks and the whites. And mostly, I love the back because it has streets on it.
Yes. How fun is that?
And again, all of these quilters are free patterns at AccuQuilt.com. All of these dies we're talking about, the Arkansas Traveler, the
Yes.
Wonky Heart, 44% off.
All right, so one of our favorite dies for scrap busting, and I don't know, do any of you have scraps?
No,
not
said
at
no one
all.
ever. Okay,
Sometimes they start to overwhelm you, and then I have to like do something with them. And if you keep up with doing this method, you don't have to worry about that. But sometimes I feel like I'm drowning in them.
yes. So here's the concept. This is our log cabin die. Hands down, the die I use after every single project.
I know,
I
you're
cut
so
up
good
all
about
the
doing that.
Pieces. So you can make a 2-color block like this one, in which case you would measure from here to here. Let's say you're doing the gray, add 1/4 inch on either side, rough cut with the fabric, fan fold back and forth, 6 layers. Now I have this super high-tech way of keeping track of my pieces. Ziploc bags. Yep. And then I would do the
sticky
same.
notes with us, it's Ziploc bags.
Right. So here is a variation called Courthouse Steps, okay? So this is the one I made scrappy. This is the one I'm making on a quilt because this is how I'm using my scraps. My last name is Heller, so the H in the middle stands for Heller.
Of
If your
course.
last name starts with H, lucky you can have the Courthouse Steps. But quilters ask us all the time, Erica, how can we cut pieces? So we're gonna show you, because I'm gonna show you this super cool trick.
These are actual scraps.
These are actual straps, could you tell? Okay, so I'm gonna find the lengthwise grain, nice and tight. Listen. Here.
Okay.
Now look, stretch.
Stretch. And your lengthwise grain is very important with this one. And again, you're going to want to be lining up your lengthwise grain parallel with these lengthwise blades as it goes lengthwise through
Yeah,
the cutter.
this is not a strip die.
So I always say, okay, think long and lean, okay?
Oh.
Because we all want to be long and lean.
Yes,
Said the woman who's 5'3" and not.
Yes. Okay. I love that. Okay, so what I've done is I've covered shape number 5 because what I want to find is the biggest shape.
Biggest shape.
Okay, and I'm going to show you this because people ask us this all the time. Like, how do you just cut one section? So I'm just going to go back and forth, right?
Right. You're just going to
Okay.
fan fold because
Yep.
they're essentially rectangles or strips.
Right, and it's-
they're not directional.
Nope, and it's not going to cut there. And then I have all these other scraps that we could show, but I'm just going to show you this one. Okay, so watch. It is only going to cut where there's fabric in a mat.
That's right.
So I don't want it to cut past there. So I'm just going to put my mat right here.
Right there.
So if I was trying to do one in the middle, that's exactly how I would do it.
Yep.
Is I would just barely cover that. So watch this. And then this is going to go in bag number 6.
Bag number 6, so that she's got those pieces and you've got them all labeled. And then at some point, you're going to start grabbing your pieces for your shapes 1 and 2, and you're going to start, you can use those as a leader and ender project.
Yep.
And you're going to be able to have them right there ready for you to go.
Look at this. So the Courthouse Steps only need shapes 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9.
So here's our 5s.
Yep.
And we've got 4 of them to put in the bag.
Yeah.
I love
So
that.
look, it would go in bag number 4. So when I'm cutting my scraps, that's what I'm cutting Erica's 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9.
There you go.
And I think we have a whole bunch of like AQ lives and videos that we've done.
We do, and they
Log
all
cabin.
live on our Facebook page, on our YouTube page.
Yes.
Here is a great sample. This is the log cabin in the
Super
woods
cute.
pattern. I like this because it shows how versatile it is, using just some of the logs to outline the 6-inch square, which
Right.
comes in our 12-inch cube.
Right.
This was made with some fabric provided by Robert Kaufman. And then this is all the Northwoods medley, and we've got our free downloadable embroidery. Here's our blanket stitch, here's our satin stitch, and here's our motif stitch.
Right. And this is actually a project that I have at my house that is not quilted. Imagine that.
Imagine that.
So 44% off that Northwoods medley.
Yes,
and
very
log
versatile.
cabin.
Now this is one of my favorites with it, and this is the Go. I do. This is the log cabin love pattern. And what I think the reason I love this so much is because the log cabin is such an old traditional pattern, but this is such a modern setting for it.
Yes. Yes. And again, you would use, the reds and the pinks and the whites, cut them
Yep.
follow the pattern, it'll tell you how to cut them. I just love it.
It's very structured, but think about doing it in rainbow colors. You could just do so many things with this.
Right?
I love it.
Okay. We're just building a pile of quilts over here.
Big pile we're going to bury under. Oh, speaking of big piles, here's some wonderful piles of Shannon fabric that we are going to give away.
Look at this. Our good friends at Shannon Fabrics are helping make this fabulous event fabulous by bringing us fabric. Okay, so first of all, cuddle fabric, but look, Erica, this has like snowflakes on it.
Oh, there's fun.
A really great way to back your quilts this year, and you have a whole different colorway.
I do, and this has got airplanes, and it's got, I don't know, flames and tractors,
All
and
sorts of things.
this is nautically looking, and gosh, this is really fun. Oh, all the sports. We've got soccer and football and basketball.
So 2 lucky viewers are going to get one of these bundles, and the first winner of a Shannon Fabric bundle is Jingle Please. Love it. Lana V in Stony Ford, California. Congratulations, Lana.
And the winner of the second selection of fabric is Jingle Please. We've got Barbara S. from Santa Clarita, California.
I love it. Okay, we're going to put our fabric over here. I love this.
We'll let it go.
There we go. Thanks to Shannon Fabrics for sponsoring today's show. Our quilters are going to love using this fabric to create their quilts. Perfect backings for all of them.
Yes. Now, quilters, one of my absolute favorite things is our blog. So if you want to be inspired, learn more about quilting, and get free patterns, well, then you are in luck. There's at least 2 new blog posts every week with innovative ways to use AccuQuilt dies and products. Discover everything mentioned and more when you subscribe to the AccuQuilt blog.
And this blog this week is like
Last minute gifts, and we've got some other fun things in the way. So,
quilters, we're showing you a few of our favorite things today, but we want to know, what are your favorite dies?
That's right. So be sure to let us know in the comments. There's no poll, so just share your favorite or your favorites.
I know, right?
It's really hard to pick just one, isn't it?
I know. I have like top 10.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, quilters, in case you missed it, we have a special bundle and deals for you today. You can get the Go Shooting Stars die bundle that comes with everything you see here for $179.99, saving you over $21.
That's right, and you can use the promo code HOLIDAY44, don't forget that, to get up to 44% off Go cutters, dies, and bundles. And when you purchase $400 or more, you're going to receive a special gift in the form of a free Go Me fabric cutter with your order. Some exclusions apply, so check the website for details.
I love that. All right, now we have been saving the best for last.
That's right.
Okay, but really, truly, we couldn't do a thing without our cubes. We talk about this all the time.
That's right. It's really the basis of everything.
Our cubes come in 6 different sizes: 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, and 12.
That's right. And one of our favorites is the 12-inch cube. For one thing, it allows us to make nice big blocks in a hurry, you know, in case you happen to have a lot of fabric waiting to be used.
It does. And I love it because the square in the center, so shape number 1, cuts a perfect 6-inch square, which is perfect for all those applications.
6-inch finished.
6-inch finished. What did I say? It cut one?
It's 6-inch, but you know.
I know, it's
there's cut, there's finished. We don't want to confuse
anybody.
It has
that 1/4-inch seam allowance, and it's perfect for applique.
I love it because I love using the 6-inch finished quarter square triangles blocks alongside blocks that I make with my 6-inch cube.
Excellent.
So you can use your cubes to work together as well.
Right. So the shapes are the same in every cube. They are just different sizes.
That's right.
And combined together, ready? They make over I had to make that noise, 72 mix and match blocks. These are free downloadable patterns at AccuQuilt.com. Now remember, you're getting the 12-inch cube. It's going to make 12-inch finished blocks. Don't think it's going to cut 12-inch blocks.
There's sewing involved.
There's sewing involved.
Let's show them a block.
Yeah. All right,
Now,
so shall we show them this one?
Let's show them that one. Now, to learn more about our cubes, be sure to join us again Tuesday, which is Tuesday, December 21st. I can't believe it's already December 21st.
I know, Christmas in a
Wow.
minute. 9 days, our calendar says.
Our calendar says 9 days. 12 noon Central Time. Pam and I are going to be going through the very basics of our cube system in a new trunk show called Back to Basics. And we are going to be joined for that by the one and only special guest, Miss Eleanor Burns. So you definitely will not want to miss that.
I feel like we're going to wear boas.
I think we should.
Yeah, just for Miss Eleanor.
Just for Eleanor. Okay, here's one of my favorite quilts of our samples.
Okay, I do love this one. And
This is the Go Cube 12-inch confetti quilt, and the fabric was provided by Riley Blake. This, to me, is the epitome of a scrappy quilt.
I made this one for my nephew, and it totally made it out of scraps.
Yeah.
Now, it has the shape number 7, which is the parallelogram. Erica, talk to us about the parallelogram.
The parallelogram is not a diamond. It is a directional shape.
Yes.
So when you are working with a parallelogram, you need to be very careful to read your pattern and to make a test block.
Yes.
Because depending on how you need your diamonds to face is whether you cut with right sides up or right sides down.
Yes.
Make a test block so you won't be sad.
Follow the pattern, read all the
Follow
instructions.
the pattern, read those instructions.
Yeah, all the instructions, because sometimes I feel like we read 2.
Now, Pam's going to show us the quilt behind us, which is the Go Cube 12-inch sampler throw quilt. This one was designed by Terry Vandenbosch of Lizard Creek Quilting. Now, these fabrics were provided by Island Boutiques.
They are. Okay, and we're going to talk about this one in the center right here.
Yes.
This is the bow tie block, and it also makes snowballs. But we get this question a lot about what does that block look like? There you go, folks.
There you go.
Yeah, so this has our cube and our companion sets in it. It's beautiful.
That's right.
This is actually one of my favorite blocks. It's also so wonky.
That's right. So to get more out of your mix and match cubes, you want to go ahead and expand into the corresponding companions. Each companion cube adds another 72 blocks that you can make alongside your mix and match cube. So if you have a 12-inch mix and match cube, then you want the 12-inch companions to work together.
Right, the companion sets don't work without the original cube. And are all the cubes 44% off today?
That's what they're telling me.
Oh
I can't believe it, but that's what they say.
Okay, so here's the companion set corners.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, I checked.
Oh, good. Okay, so the original cube has 8 shapes. Our companion sets have 4. So here are the 4 shapes in the, I feel like Vanna, 4 shapes in the cube. It has the chisel and the signature block and those 2 shapes you need to make bow ties. So if you have the original cube, it makes 72 blocks. Add additional 72 patterns to make 144 mix and match patterns. Is there not any on this side? Oh, here I am trying to show it to him and it doesn't work.
No, it's not there.
Okay.
All right, but they're there, trust us.
Wait, there's
and
more.
we have samples. Now, I love this quilt, and not just because of the scissors on the backing,
Yeah, really, she does love that.
but I do love that. Okay, this is another really big one.
Yes, all.
This is the Go Cube 12-inch common thread quilt. The fabrics were provided by Robert Kaufman, and here you can see we've got our, this is our snowball or our bow tie block.
So I feel like this uses the 12-inch cube and the 6-inch cube.
And the signature block. And this is really what so these triangles on either side of the signature block are found in your mix and match cube. That's why we say you have to have them to work together.
Right, look at this. And again, all those cubes, 44% off. So if you're thinking, I have some of the cubes, I wish I had all the cubes.
Now's the
look at us
day.
making your wishes
Merry
come true.
Christmas.
Okay, next we have the companion angles, right, Erica?
That's right, that's right. So these shapes are going to have the triangle and a square center. We're going to have the kite. Then the half rectangle triangles, those will work together or on either side of that triangle and the square center and the kite. And then our trapezoid.
Right here.
And the triangles to go on either side of that trapezoid are found where?
In the original cube, mix and match cube.
That's right. So if you have the 12-inch, again, you need to get a 12-inch.
Right, so you can get shapes 3 and 5.
If all you have is the 12-inch, then you should get the 6 and the 9 and the 8 and the 10 and the 4 and have a party.
There you go.
All right, let's look at some samples.
Okay, let's do.
This is the Go Cube. Oh wait, Spin Fresh. We're supposed to do Spin Fresh here. Here's Spin Fresh. get
And a
myself all out of
huge
out of
shout out
whack.
to our live stream team who got all of the dies and all of the quilts all in
Oh,
the right
gosh,
order.
yes.
And all the graphics. Good job, team.
And I almost messed it up. So here's our trapezoid. Now, I don't know about you, Pam, but if I had walked down the street and run into a trapezoid, I wouldn't have known what it was.
No, and I've never cut one without a die.
I haven't either. And then here is that small half square triangle from our mix and match.
Yeah, look at how pretty that is.
Super pretty, super fun. And our next one, I really love this one. This is the Go Cube 12-inch Snow Crystals quilt.
Okay, every time I see this, Erica, I think of my grandmother's china.
Yes, me too.
It's that
me
pretty
too.
blue.
Yep, that
and a
pretty
great
blue.
one for all of winter if you live here in Nebraska.
This especially looks like Mom's Blue Danube dishes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Look at how pretty that is. But I love it because it's the 12-inch cube. It makes those big blocks. You can make it super fast.
That's right. All right.
All right, now, and a great addition this year were the Go setting triangles.
Oh, yes, we touched on them earlier.
Yes.
So these are going to come in the same sizes to match our cubes, 6, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, and 12. But they also pair up with our bobs, right?
They do.
So
And-
the shapes are designed, like we said, to make it easy to set your quilt box on point without you having to do complicated math.
And I'm going to do it like this. Sorry, Justin.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the side ones that are going to allow you to have that lengthwise grain, and then here's the corner. It's going to cut the lengthwise grain so your blocks aren't going to be wonky.
We don't like
Okay.
wonky.
I feel like when I made my Morning Star quilts, they was wonky.
Yes, and it's one thing if you're making it yourself and quilting it yourself, you take it to a long armor and they're going to go, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, our good friend Marjorie Busby made all of this pattern in all of the sizes.
All the sizes, and Marjorie is with Blue Feather Quilt Studios. The fabric is from Riley Blake, and again, we can see our square is set on point
And
right
it's
here.
called Star in the Crown, right, Erica?
Star in the crown. Here's our side triangle piece. Here's our corner. I guess I
Yeah.
could show the one closest to me.
Yes, there.
There, that would make sense.
There you go. Look at how pretty that is.
And then we get a whole secondary look in the center. I love it.
I just think it's fantastic. All right. Phew. We know we've shown you a lot of dies today, but one is missing, don't you think, Erica?
We have not talked about our strip dies yet,
Yes.
and I personally cannot do without my 2.5-inch strip die for
Yes.
borders, binding, sashing, so many things. And after all, you can cut a queen-size binding on a 2.5-inch strip die in one pass through the cutter.
Right.
That's kind of magic.
Now, we have 18 sizes of strip dies, all of them on sale today,
Oh.
44%. Now, not only do we cut this, but quilters ask us all the time, can we cut bias binding?
Yes.
Yes, you can.
can.
Okay, so we're going to show you this, our demo of the day here.
But don't panic, because this video is going to be up on our Facebook and YouTube pages, and we have other videos that show it as well.
So here's the trick. 18 inches with the fabric,
16.
or 16 inches with the fabric, and I cut off the salvage.
Yes, because you're going to do it anyway.
You're going to do it anyway. So I'm going to lay my big piece out here, and I'm going to fold one side down.
Yep.
And Erica, look, now here's all this salvage, right? This
Right.
wonkiness, all the bias.
All the bias, because the bias binding, and you want a bias binding for different reasons, but you want it to have the give. So we work with the bias so that if we're going around something round or curved, that it will be pliable and it'll go around that edge.
So we folded one side down. We're going to fold the other side up. Okay, and then we're going to bring it up to meet it.
Yep.
Okay, now you cannot exceed the 6-layer rule. So what you're going to do is you're going to kind of slide this down here.
Yep.
Okay, and then you're going to make an envelope.
Yes.
So we're going to pull this side in here. We're going to pull this side in here. Now the trick is, we're
I
going to
think
do.
I'm a little over
Yep.
under my, yeah, there we go.
Yep. The trick is you want to make sure it's before the blade's end,
Yeah.
because otherwise you'll have to.
Otherwise, it does not cut.
It doesn't, and then you're going to be cranky.
Yeah.
Okay. Ask us how we know.
So grab some fabric that you might not love as much and practice once before
Yeah.
you get the fabric you really love and do this. So we're going to go ahead and cut it for you. Now, just like any bias cutting method, you're going to get long strips and short strips, and that's just how it works. You can also, this is also fun to do for those people who have decided that all they're going to do is stripe bindings
I am
in the
only
new
going to do
year.
stripes next year.
So if you have stripes that are straight on and you cut them on the bias, then you're going to have nice little angled stripes on your finished project.
It's going to look like a barber shop.
It's going to be really cool, and other quilters are going to go, ooh, bias binding.
Yes, they are. Everyone's going to say that.
All right.
Okay, so look at this. So we're going to take this off here.
We
Oh, I
did.
have one little string
You got a thread.
right here.
Yep, we got
Thanks,
past her.
Brock.
We got past her.
Yep. Okay. Oh, look, we didn't get past her.
Yeah, we
so
thought
this is
we
what
had.
happens when you don't get past the blade.
This is what happens when Pam and I are talking.
Yeah, that's the reality.
Actually, that's
Okay, so look, we're just going to put one here in the center. Look at all of that stretch.
so you're just going to treat this like any other binding strip, and look at all of that.
Yeah, it's fabulous.
So why would you do that? Something round like this. This is our Go Reindeer Dance Table Topper. It's one of my all-time favorite.
You do like this one.
I do. It's just fun and it's different because it's round, right? It uses the trees. These are from our Go Holiday Medley, and this is from Sleigh and Snowflakes, and it's just cute and fun.
I love it.
All right, that is Timeless Treasures fabric.
It is. And all of these are free downloadable patterns from AccuQuilt.com. And don't forget, 44% off.
That's right.
Don't forget to register for Tuesday's event with
That's
Eleanor
right.
Burns on our, she's going to be on our show. It's going to be great.
Yes.
And if you haven't yet signed up to be an exclusive AQ Circle member, you will be receiving exciting emails about the first to know about everything, including new products and sneak peeks.
That's right.
Sign up, visit AQCircle.com.
All right, quilters, we have shown you so many things today. So take a deep breath with us.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, it's all good. All right, so now that we have gone through all this, don't forget you can change the colorways of things using our Go Quilt tool. But Erica, it's time to give away our final prize.
That's
of the
right.
day.
All right. So let's give away 2 more bundles.
All right, so the bundles include a rotary cutter and an 18 by 24 inch cutting mat.
All right. Let's do it. The first lucky winner of another Go Rotary Cutter bundle is, jingle please. That's Randy A. up in Tacoma, Washington. Congratulations.
And our final winner of the day is, jingle please, Rhonda W. from Gladwin, Michigan. Congratulations, Rhonda.
All right, quilters, we have a special bundle and deals for you today. We've got the Go Shooting Stars die bundle. It includes those 2 new dies, the Go Tangled Star and Rising Star, finishing at 10 inches. You also get the 6 by 24 inch cutting mat. Normally this bundle would cost you $201, but you can get it today for just $179.99. You're going to save over $21.
And with that bundle, use today's promo, 44% off Go cutters, dies, and bundles. Using the promo code HOLIDAY44, get the 10-inch setting triangles.
Oh, yeah.
When you purchase $400 or more, you're going to receive a free Go Me fabric cutter with your order. Some exclusions apply. Check the website for details.
That's right. And quilters, placing your orders today will get you free shipping if you live in the contiguous U.S. That's free standard shipping.
Right. And if you want to ensure that your gifts are in time for Christmas, you can pay the extra $15 2-day shipping if you live in the contiguous U.S. No minimum price or code required for either of these options.
That's right. Now, we have made holiday shopping easy and worry-free, so review our holiday guarantee and return policy on our website by visiting the return page. Be sure to purchase your items while they're available and ready to ship, especially with global supply chain issues happening all the time. We kind of never know when we're going to get our products in.
All right. Now, you can get your order in during the show using the phone's camera to capture the QR image here. It'll take you right to the site.
And if you don't have access to a QR reader, you can open a new tab in your browser. Just go to the top of the page and click on the plus sign. In that very top box, type in AccuQuilt.com/party to go to the site and place your order.
You can also find our products at your local retailer. To find one closest to you, check the store locator at the top of the page at AccuQuilt.com.
Quilters, you can quilt now and pay later. Get your financing today at AccuQuilt.com/financing.
All right. Now, if you still need a gift idea for your fellow loved ones, make sure you turn in for our final holiday gift guide extravaganza event.
That's right.
Taking place tonight at 8 p.m. Central Time.
Our special guest, Markdown Mike, will be guiding you through the best deals and gifts for the holiday season. It's a 15-minute show. It's fast-paced. Be sure to register on the events page.
You can check out our holiday gift guide by visiting AccuQuilt.com/2021 gift guide.
And if you're still undecided on what to purchase, you can get electronic gift cards available as gifts. Check out our website for those details. All right, quilters, time for us to wrap up the event. Put a big bow on it.
But before we go, in case you didn't know, December is AccuQuilt is the month of our Let It Sew, Let It Sew, Let It Sew sweepstakes. By registering for at least one of our December events, including this one and tonight, you qualify for the chance to win $500 in AccuQuilt reward points. Now, if you registered for today's show, you're already in the running for this prize. The grand prize winner will be announced on our December 30th show.
By registering for December events, you'll also be entered to win a $100 in AccuQuilt reward point prize.
That's right. All right, so Erica, should we announce today's winner?
Yes.
Right? The drawing for today's $100 in AccuQuilt reward points is, shall we have a jingle, please?
All right. That $100 in AccuQuilt reward points goes to Anna W. in Buchanan, West Virginia.
Congratulations,
I think
Anna.
I pronounced that right, Anna.
All right, Quilters, thanks so much for joining us today. If you've been waiting for our show to end before you buy, now is that time.
That's right.
Here's the link. Get everything you need before the end of the holiday season.
And remember, at AccuQuilt, we want to help you cut time.
So you can quilt more. See you Tuesday.
Bye.